If you're looking for a particular effect for your image and you're not able to find it in layer effects, you may be able to find it in the filter gallery. So let's take a look at that. To get to filter gallery, we just go to the filter menu and we can choose filter gallery here, or you can go to some of these submenus. For example, artistic, and then any one of these will take you into filter gallery. So it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to click on filter gallery, and whatever the last filter that I used, it appears. What's nice about it is you get a nice large preview, and I'm going to click on this little drop-down menu and say fit in view. So now we can see our entire image of Piazza del Popolo in Rome. And I'm going to close this particular folder, and you'll notice that the filters are organized by folders. So you've got artistic, brush strokes, distort, sketch, stylize, and texture. So I'm going to start what they call the artistic filters. Currently, you'll see that that grain filter is enabled, but as soon as I click on something else like palette knife, it changes. And now Photoshop is applying a preview over the palette knife filter, and we can see that it's got these various parameters. The stroke size is 27, and so you can start playing with these sliders and fine-tuning until you get the effect that you want. So let's just say that we take the stroke detail down a bit, and maybe I soften this a bit. And there's a little progress bar down here that has to complete for the entire effect to redraw itself. So just be aware of that. Watch. As soon as I change something, there goes the progress bar. Okay. But that's a very nice looking effect. That looks pretty good, that palette knife effect. Now, what's kind of nice about this whole filter gallery is that you can start stacking filters up on top of other filters. So, for example, if I wanted to now go to texture, we could go to texture. Now, as soon as I click on any of these textures, they're going to replace the current palette knife filter. So I don't want to do that. What I want to do is click on this button down here, New Layer Effect. That will duplicate palette knife, watch, like that, and then it will be replaced. There we go. So now this is texturizer is up here, but we still have palette knife down here. And what's great about this is with two filters on top of each other, I can either turn off the texturizer completely, now it's back on, or I can change the stacking order of these filters to get a completely different filter effect. So first of all, let's play with texturizer a little bit. I'm going to increase the scaling, and you can see that I have a choice of different textures: brick, burlap, sandstone, and canvas, which is what I'm using at the moment. So if I increase the scaling, you can actually see kind of the texture of the canvas there. And the relief also increases that effect. You can set the lighting, whether it's lit from the top, or let's look at the bottom lighting effect, for example. Okay. And you can even invert the lighting effect, so very flexible. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the palette knife filter and I'm going to drag that above the texturizer effect. And now the screen's going to redraw. There you go. And now you get a completely different look. Now, I don't like this as much as what I had before, but I'm just showing you how you can stack these filters up on top of each other and get a completely different look. So let's drag palette knife back below texturizer and take one more look at it. And I think that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and click the OK button. And there it is. Let me just zoom in for you a little bit. I'll just take the zoom tool here and I'll just click a couple times. And that looks pretty convincing. So there you go. That's a quick look at the filter gallery. And the best way to learn to use it, like a lot of things in Photoshop, is to just experiment.